Hey y'all, I've got several questions from 3.7 and I wanted to go over them and share them with the class just because I know if there's this question, I guarantee you more of you are going to have this question. When you have, this is number 10, they're giving you a function, right? And then they're saying, hey, we want you to find the inverse of this function with an input of -5. Before you even can think about the -5, that's not even in your wheelhouse right now. What you need to think about is what is the inverse of the original function? And you need to remember how to find the inverse. So the inverse, to do that, you have to take the original function, change the f of x to y, x plus 2 over x plus 6. You invert or exchange places with the y's and the x's. So everywhere there's a y, you're going to put an x. Everywhere there's an x, you're going to put a y. And now you're going to solve for y. So the first thing you're going to do is multiply both sides of the equation by the denominator. This side is gone, and you're left with, so sorry about that. Let me minimize this. Oh, let me pause this. Sorry about the disruption. Let's continue. Now we have to distribute our x over the binomial. So we're going to have x times y, which is xy, plus 6x is equal to y plus 2. All right, now we need everything that has a y in it on one side and everything that else doesn't have a y on the other side. So I'm going to move this y to the other side. I'm just going to do step by step here. And plus 6x is equal to 2, and then subtract the 6x to both sides. All right, lastly, we need to factor out a y. And when you do that, you're left with x minus 1. Finally, you're going to divide both sides by x minus 1. And you get y is equal to -6x plus 2 over x minus 1. Now, we don't want, now if we're doing this for just the inverse, you need to replace the y with f of -1 x is equal to -6x plus 2 over x minus 1, because on the exam, I'm asking for the inverse, not y. But in this case, we want to now we want to substitute -5 in everywhere there's an x. So I'm going to come up here and do that. -6x plus 2 over x minus 1. Okay. -6 times -5 is 30 plus 2. -5 minus 1 is -6. 30 plus 2 is 32 over -6. Now remember, this is the same thing as -32 over 6. I didn't see what answer they wanted here. Let me see what I can find. Which one did I do? They want the decimal version. So I would want the actual, so I would just want you to reduce that. Yep, they want -5.3 continuous. So that's the answer that they're looking for. So put the 3's in as many flipping times as you can, because you know that mom is just a program. All right, so that's number 10 from 3.7. Then the other question I got was on, bear with me, there it is, number 12 from 3.7. It's the exact, oh, this one's just finding the inverse. This one's just finding the inverse. So f of x, this is number 10 from 3.7. F of x is equal to 3 plus the square root of 3x minus 8. Again, we're finding the inverse. All right, so we have to substitute y for f of x. we have to switch places. Anywhere there's a y, put an x. Anywhere there's an x, put a y. And now solve for y. You cannot just square this guy. It's not by itself on this side of the equal sign. So if you squared this whole thing, that's not going to be pretty. Don't do that to yourself. So I wouldn't do that. Subtract 3 from both sides. Get that square root by itself on one side. Now that the square root's by itself on one side, you can square both sides. This is not squaring each individual term. It's squaring the entire side of each side of the equal sign. So the left side, this turns into x minus 3 times x minus 3. And then the square root is gone. All right, go ahead and distribute, FOIL, box method, whichever you choose. I'm going to go ahead and reduce mine as I'm doing it. All right, and now set everything equal to 0. Oh, hold on. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm setting I'm trying to solve for y. Sorry, there's a lot going on this morning. Plus 8 x squared minus 6x plus 17 is equal to 3y. Divide everything by 3, and y equals, let's see what they're wanting for an answer for this one. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, they left it like that. Interesting. Okay, well, they're doing theirs way back here, which I would have been fine with as well. So since we're just solving for y, let's not do that. Sorry, y'all. I'm in a different place right now. So let's go back up to here. So we've got x minus 3 squared is equal to, when you square this side, it's just 3y minus 8. Add 8 to both sides. And then divide both sides by 3. I was looking at doing something totally different. And then the last piece of this is replace that with the inverse of f. If they wanted you, if they had a number in here, this is when you substitute the number in. Okay, let me know if you have any further questions. I'm happy to help.